Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Bandai figure by Tamashii Nation. And this is Darth Maul from their movie Realization line. And there's the box right here. Star Wars, Bandai, Tamashii Nation. Side of the box, picture of Maul. And then on the back, shows a couple of more pictures. So let's get this figure out of packaging. And if you're not familiar with this line, once you open up the box, here's the tray, and then the figure is housed here along with the accessories. It comes with a couple of hands, a pair of gesture hands, a pair of fists, gripping hands for the swords, and he also comes with a mask. Alright, and here's an overview of the figure. It comes with that necklace. It is removable, but it is sculpted out of one piece of plastic. And here are the swords. They are translucent red. And then again the mask and the hands. And let's take a look at the back of the figure. Nothing special. Alright, and here's a really close-up of the head sculpt. It's really good. And the horns, see, it's painted with a metallic gold paint. It makes it stand out really nice. And one thing I do like about this figure is that the elbows, there are double jointed elbows, but the bicep section, it's actually attached using a ball joint up here, which you can't see. I'll pull it out so you guys can see later on. But that's something different. It's something I'm not expecting. There's the girdle. Skirt, I guess. And then the skirt is actually in 3 pieces, one on each side, one on the left, one on the right, and then on the back there's another piece back here. And then those shoulder armors, they're attached using ball joint to the shoulder. Alright, and here's a good look at the mask right here before I put it on him. And you can see there are little indentations right here, little curves. It's to go around the horns. And here's the inside of the mask. So let me put it on and show you guys what he looks like. And here he is with the mask on. And looks like the mask is painted with a bit of a metallic paint, metallic red paint, which is nice. I like it a lot. And then let me see if I can rotate the helmet a bit. Definitely sticks out a bit. But really good looking. I do like it quite a bit. Here's an even closer look. Rotate down. Alright, here's another close-up of the head sculpt of Darth Maul. I have to say I really like this, but you kind of see the paint bleeds. It's a little off here and there, but still very nice. And then one thing I have a complaint and an issue with for this figure is how big his head is in comparison to the body. Even though he doesn't really have huge armor on or anything like that, but it would have been better if shoulders were a little bigger to balance out the head, because right now his head is just a tad bit bigger than the rest of it, which I'll show in a sec. Just want to show you guys the really close look at this figure. Alright, and here's a straight on of him without the shoulder pads. And you can see his head, it's a little bit big. Not sure if it's coming off on screen here, but in person the head is a little bit big. But I guess it's okay, since he does have 2 pieces of shoulder armors on. And you see there's a ball joint right there, and then these are attached using ball and socket joints. Oh, and let me show you the arm. Here's the arm, and here are the double jointed elbows. And then here you can see a ball joint and a socket joint right there for the bicep, which is nice because the way they sculpted the shirt that he, this rope that he has on, you can see how it flares out like that. Does tend to get in the way quite a bit, so using a ball joint in there is nice, so you can give it a really good rotation for the arm, for the forearm. And I was messing with it earlier, and I thought I snapped the whole arm off, but instead it was just a ball joint and socket right there. Again, good looking sculpt. And head articulation is quite good too. He could look up that much, and he could look down about that much, and he could turn his head to the side about that much, which is quite a bit. And then base of the neck, there's also a ball joint, and the shoulders are actually using a ball hinge joint, and then the place it attaches to the torso is with a ball joint, so gives it even more range of motion. And you could even recreate the final battle where he got chopped in half, like so. And then just want to show you guys articulation. There's the skirt, and then the back piece is actually attached to the crotch piece right there. And then you can see the waist is a ball joint, and then the hips are on the ball joint, and then there's thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and ball hinge ankles. So that's about it for his articulation. And here I got him standing in a somewhat of a fighting pose with the double-bladed lightsaber. I mean, double-bladed sword. Yeah, you could just attach them end to end and have him hold it, and yeah, give him a dynamic pose, which he's definitely able to do now that you kind of get an idea what the joints are like, especially around the chest, the abdominal section. Initially I wasn't too sure about that joint, and then once I popped it off, realized it's ball joint, so you can do whatever you want to it. And yeah, really cool dynamic poses can be achieved with this figure, and really like the look of this guy. Not sure about those shoulder pads. They are a little strange because they are so flat. I guess that's how it is, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Japanese samurai, so never seen one of these shoulder pads that are this flat. So that might be a design, or it might just be something that Tamashii Bandai came up with. Still a really good looking figure. And I turned his head a little bit, so he's facing the other way now. And I really do like the neck joint, those ball joints around the neck. It's gives him very good range of motion, so he could kind of crouch down a bit and look up. So I really do like that about this figure. And again, I do recommend this thing, but it's gonna set you back quite a bit. It's gonna cost you roughly about $90. I think you could wait a bit on this guy. The price might go down. I'm not sure, but $90 is very steep for a figure. But good range of motion, and sculpt is nice though. But is it worth 90 to you? I'm not sure. To me, it's initially I wasn't gonna get this. I pre-ordered it through Ami, so I'm kind of stuck. I actually wanted to ignore that payment, but I'm glad I did pay for this guy, because it came actually in about 4 days or so, which is very quick. And I am very happy with what I have here. So yeah, it's worth it for me, but the price is steep. So you gotta really think about it, whether you like Darth Maul enough to justify the price. And if you're only into the Stormtrooper with the samurai armor, then you might want to skip this guy. But I thought this one was kind of cool. He will probably look good with Vader, but I'm not sure about the Stormtroopers. But yeah, overall, I think it's okay. The price, but it's definitely high though. $90 for a figure is high. So there you go. There's the Bandai Tamashii Nation movie realization Darth Maul figure. Wow, from Star Wars. And yeah, thanks for watching.